All right, hello Facebook. I hope your day is going well. We have a full update on just kind of what we're expecting today. It's pretty wet outside. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Facebook right now. That way I can answer some of y'all's questions, whatever you may have this morning. Here we are at the end of the week dealing with a little bit of rain, and you know, it's welcomed. We need the rainfall because we've been dealing with such dry conditions recently all across our region. We finished up 2019 very dry. We started off 2020 with some pretty dry conditions, and now finally a good amount of rainfall. We had a good amount yesterday. We've had a fairly good amount today so far as well. So if you have any questions, and if you're watching us on Facebook, we're of course live on YouTube, on the app, and on our website as well, wherever you may be watching from. But if you're on Facebook, I'm going to be answering some of the questions right here as they come in. So let me pull this up real quick, y'all. You can already see that we're dealing with a little bit of rain outside now. There's a look at what we're dealing with throughout the day. Our hour-by-hour forecast showing a lot of rainfall chances in there. You see the 60% chance for rain, the 50%, the 40% chance for rain, and then finally starting to see the rain chances drop down there as we head into the end of the day and into tonight. But we're not done with the rain chances as we head into tomorrow. It does look like we are going to deal with some. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. So, Michael, some of us are seeing rain right now. I see a lot of people saying hello. Hello, good morning to you. I hope you're having a nice Friday. Here's where we're seeing some of that rain, by the way. Check it out. A lot of the Lone Star State, really anywhere from Big Bend National Park, parts of Big Bend rather, stretching all the way up towards the Red River, there north of Dallas, dealing with rainfall. And then, of course, areas east of that, all the way down towards San Antonio here, and even down closer towards Corpus Christi and Brownsville. They're seeing a little bit of rain as well. You see the I-35 corridor just seeing sprinkled showers here and there, not as heavy as what they're seeing up on I-20 and kind of west of Dallas when you head off to the northwest, kind of towards Wichita Falls. They're seeing a good amount of shower activity and then some frozen precipitation there near the Red River and then stretching into Oklahoma. So what about here at home? Who's seeing rain here? Have a little bit of it down towards Pleasanton, but most of the rain is over towards Del Rio, Eagle Pass. That's good. Those are the spots that are in that extreme drought that we've been talking about. And then you see some of the rain up towards the hill country. Much needed rainfall really all across the region as we head throughout today, what we had yesterday, throughout today, and even through tomorrow. Will it be raining when the kids come off the bus around 3 o'clock? Andrea, it is possible. We're not talking about a heavy downpour. You know, we had those really heavy pockets of rain yesterday. Now, we could have a heavy downpour closer to the hill country, but for San Antonio, I think we're talking more light showers here and there. Not everybody will be seeing rain by 3 o'clock, but you'll have that chance, and we're going to show the hour-by-hour forecast here in just a second. So, first of all, let's look at the temperatures. You notice the big temperature swing. Right now, a stationary front across our region. You've got 43 degrees in Rock Springs, 42 in Fredericksburg, compared to the 68 here in San Antonio, and that's compared to the 74 in George West, Beeville, 75 in Victoria. So a pretty big temperature swing across the region. Eagle Pass is at 46 as well as Del Rio. Big change in the temperatures that's coming as we head into the next few days. Today, not so much. It's going to continue to stay a little warm for some of us, that is. Those who are on the cool side, you can expect those temperatures not to move too much. It's 37, though, in Amarillo, 37 in Lubbock. Our friends off to the northern part of the state and into the Panhandle really dealing with the cooler temperatures. So what can we expect today? Here's that hour-by-hour forecast I was talking about. Future clouds and radar. There's that heavy rain in the hill country. Remember I said you've got a better chance to see heavy showers towards the hill country than you do right here in San Antonio. By 12:30 p.m., there it is, closer to Kerrville, Rock Springs, maybe even up towards Fredericksburg at that time, could be dealing with a lot of heavy rainfall. Notice by 3:30, here's that 3 o'clock, 3:30 time frame. Now notice most of it towards the hill country, maybe even though as close as far west Bexar County, stretching up towards Bernie as well. Could be seeing a heavy pocket here or there, but I still expect most of San Antonio will just be dealing with light showers to possibly even no rainfall at 3 o'clock, just still dealing with the cloud cover and maybe a little bit of drizzle. But if the kids are at school already, hopefully they had the umbrella from this morning just in case they do experience a light shower, but still not expecting it to be too heavy. I don't know why, but it feels good right now. And I agree. You know, I loved the rain yesterday. Yesterday was actually my day off, and I spent most of the day just enjoying the rainfall from my house. It was nice to see a lot of rain outside and hear it on the roof. And it also gives you a free car wash, I like to say. You know, just leave the car outside, let it get a free car wash, and then we'll start all over because it's cedar season. So you know that cedar pollen is going to be coming back. But right now it is lower. We're going to be talking about that here in a second. Now, as we head into tonight, our rain chances are going to drop slightly. Notice by 5:30, if you're going to be out tonight, you have any big plans for Friday night, we are still going to have some rain chances. So bring the umbrella, the rain jacket, whatever you may need. But notice just a few light showers out by 5:30, and then future clouds and radar really tries to pull the rain away from us as we move throughout the evening. Maybe a little bit of shower activity towards the hill country and Bandera County especially by 12:30 a.m., but not going to have that widespread heavy rainfall. Still, bring the rain jacket and the umbrella just in case, because we could see a few more spotty showers than what future clouds and radar is even trying to show. Continuing our way throughout the evening and into tomorrow morning, notice 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, we're dealing with a little bit of rain. Now, this is going to be the approach of a cold front that's going to really drop our temperatures down. Notice the temperatures in San Antonio, 64, 65 in Floresville, 64 in Pleasanton, possibly a good amount of rumbles of thunder there, even possible. Rock Springs at 53, 56 in Kerrville, and you see how it's getting drier in the hill country by that time. We continue to dry out as the showers continue to move further on down towards the south. Temperatures will be dropping down towards the 50s here by the time you're heading into the evening hours. And then we're going to see the rain and shower activity move down through Beeville, Port Lavaca, Bay St. Louis, and then really kind of move out of the area. So by the time we get to about Sunday at 8 a.m., temperatures are going to be in the 30s and 40s, much cooler compared to how we start our Saturday. You notice we had the temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Then we see the temperatures drop back down to the 30s even for Sunday morning. Possibly a freeze in the hill country. A light freeze, not a big one, but possibly a light freeze for Sunday morning for parts of the hill country. So ask some questions if you feel like asking them on Facebook. I notice things have gotten a little quiet. I'm happy to answer them. Let's talk about how much rain we're going to see over the next 7 days. Now, not all of this is going to be falling as we head throughout today and into tonight and tomorrow. Some of this is going to be falling later in the week. This is the next 7 days. And you see parts of San Antonio could see more than an inch of rain. We're talking possibly even up to 1.5 inches. That is great news. We need the rainfall. So having a little bit of rain out there is going to be nice. Now over towards Del Rio, not as high on the totals, but notice that we are still going to be seeing some of that out there. As far as the amount of rain we've seen over the past year so far, really the past half a month, now that we're at January 17th, since January 1st, here's how much rain we've seen, rather. Less than what we should have for our January average, but you notice we're getting closer there. We've picked up a lot of rainfall. Now, after today, when the rainfall totals are all added to this, I think we're going to see this go over the average, and we're going to be above average for the year, just slightly, really just around average. But, you know, it's going to be nice to be able to say that. We're ahead of average because we finished 2019 10 inches behind our annual average for rainfall. So it'll be nice to kind of get ahead of things early on. What about tomorrow, having a birthday party for my kiddos? Elizabeth, we just showed that a second ago, and you know what, Elizabeth, for your birthday party, we are going to bump this back. I see a question about tonight. Tonight, lower rain chances. Temperature's going to be out there in about the 50s to 60s. So, but still about a 20% chance for rain. Very spotty showers. Now I want to show you this real quick. Let's go ahead and show tonight. There's 5:30. 8 o'clock, you notice the shower activity kind of dissipates. Maybe a few light showers out there though. Future clouds and radar may be missing that. And then you see it there by 12:30 a.m., just a few spotty showers. So I'm bringing it in on Saturday. Here's that Saturday morning forecast for the birthday. Notice some of those showers and storms, 9:30 a.m. Now, if you're having it here in San Antonio, I think by the time we get to 11 o'clock noon, it will get south of our area. Still could be lingering on though. If you wanted to have some of that birthday party outside, maybe if you head closer to Bernie, you could have that better chance of seeing some sunshine and also seeing those rain chances be a bit lower. Sunday is my car wash days. I'm glad it's clear Sunday. Yeah, it is looking a lot better there for our Sunday compared to at least what we have coming in on Saturday. So let's bump it forward. there's the drought monitor. It updated on Thursday. Here's the thing. It has not factored in the rain that we've gotten since Tuesday. By the time it comes out next Thursday, this drought monitor is going to look much different. We're going to see a bunch of improvement, and I'm very happy about that because we really needed some of that rainfall. Something else great about the rain, it's been knocking down the pollen count. And our allergy report today, I'm smiling a lot because there's no cedar. No cedar today. Just a lot of mold. Molds are very heavy at over 11,000, so 5 figures. But if you're sneezing, that would be why. Just not going to be as much in the way of cedar in the air today. So here's your forecast. There's Sunday. If you wanted to get that car washed, there it is. That's your best day for it. However, rain is going to be moving back into the forecast by Tuesday. Notice the rain chances for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sticking around. Going to be a wet middle part of next week. Remember that 7-day rainfall forecast? That was for the whole week. It was not just for what we see tonight and tomorrow. So there you have it. Going to have more rain next week. And notice the temperatures getting much lower. Lows in the 30s to 40s, highs in the 50s. Then we start to climb up by the time we head towards the end of next week. So looking pretty good. Nice to have a little bit of a cool down compared to the warm weather we've had. Get a little bit of a mix in it in there. And Martin Luther King Jr. Day looking great. It's nice to have some drier weather there for any of the events that will be going on outside. I know there's going to be a lot here across San Antonio. If you have any events, it looks dry. Yes, it's going to be cloudy, and it is going to be cooler, but it is nice to have some drier conditions for any of those events. I see bye-bye pollen. Mold kills me. You know, Terry, I was dealing with some mold today myself, just with my allergies. Hello, everyone who's saying hello. Hello, Seth. Hello, Elizabeth. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, you know, I always like to show the 8 to 14-day forecast too. Give us a little bit of a look outside of the 7-day forecast. So, beyond the 7-day forecast from next Friday into the next week, this is what we're expecting. We're expecting this wetter than average trend to continue. So above average rainfall expected into next week. This is great news. We need this. The ground is pretty solid right now due to the fact that we haven't had much rain. This is going to soften things up for our soil. Our soil moisture was low, which is very important for it to have higher contents of moisture. And it's going to pick up now. We're going to see a little bit more rain, which is really going to help the soil, our allergies, and also help the drought monitor. So it's going to improve our drought conditions, rather. So great news there. And also those who love the colder weather, not me. I'm a warm weather person, but if you like the cooler weather, it does look like we have that possibility of having below average temperatures. Doesn't mean it's going to be really cold. It just means that we could be a little bit below average, which for this time of year is mid-40s for lows and about mid-60s for highs. So it looks like we could be a little bit cooler than that average. So great news there.
Hey, you want to talk about something for tomorrow?
And we actually, we have Sue with us today. Sue, what's up?
I was over there eavesdropping, and you were talking about what people might want to do for the weekend.
Yeah.
And I love this event. It's a first-time ever thing, Apply San Antonio. I have a couple of kids. They're grown-ups now, but when they were little, I spent a lot of time trying to get them into the right school. And tomorrow, for the first time ever, they're having this event called Apply San Antonio, first ever citywide open house to encourage local families to find out more about public schools, private schools, and public charters all in one place. Everybody's going to be in the same place at the same time. Apply SA on the web. It's got a connection to the Museum, which is where people go with their kids anyway. It's tomorrow from 10 to 1, and we're going to have a little bit more about it on Ken's 5 newscast later in the day. But I really think free prizes and a lot of good information for families looking for the right place for their kids.
Yeah, and you know, that's a great idea. Maybe you take the kids out there with you, and the thing is right after that event, heading out to the event, you may deal with a little bit of rain, but as you're leaving, maybe take the kids out to the park and have a nice afternoon, because it will be drier weather moving in by about 1 o'clock. So 10 to 1. Thank you, Sue, so much for coming in with that. And it's always good to know things to do this weekend, especially if you're going to have drier weather. Sometimes you get the drier weather when you want it. Saturday afternoon, yes, Saturday morning is wet. Remember, we are having rain Saturday morning. But Saturday afternoon should be a little bit drier, at least for San Antonio northward. When you head closer to Pleasanton, Floresville, and further south, that's where we're going to have more of the rain for Saturday afternoon. Sunday will be dry, though. Monday will be dry for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. All good news there. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We're actually about to sign off of here, but we are going to have, of course, Ken's 5 on at noon. We are going to be live on TV, giving you updates on all the weather and the latest on news across South Texas and across the U.S. even. We're going to have a complete update, and we should get a little bit more of an update here on the forecast. I'm going to maybe tweak a few numbers here as I check out some of the latest model data that's come in. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. It's going to be a nice little rainy day across our area. It's nice to have that rainfall. I say nice because it's nice to have the rainfall. And we'll have that update for you at noon. Don't forget, we also have Ken's 5 at 4, 5, 6, and 10 tonight. All the news and weather that you can need as we head into our weekend. Have a great rest of your day.